I'm panicking right now if you can't tell.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Andyland. It's your girl Andy, and today I am doing a full face of MAC. Like MAC, the MAC. There are a lot of first time product usages in this video. So there's that. But I'm definitely very pleased with how my face turned out. So if you would like to see all the products I used, how I used them to get this beautiful result, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. Yeah, this video I'm about to do has been a long time coming, because why have I been trying to record this MAC video for like a month and a half? Anyway, I have this itty bitty witty Hyperreal Ceramizer. I'm just gonna use this to kind of juicify my skin a little bit, especially up under the eyes, because you know, I don't know if you know, watched my last video, but I've been having issues with my eyes a little bit, so just trying to get them a little extra hydration. Some of these products from MAC I love, some I have never tried before, so this should be fun. But we're just gonna ceramize. I'm gonna let that sit while we do my eyes. I actually don't own any like MAC eyeshadow palettes, but I was sent these eyeshadow sticks from when I used to work with MAC. So they sent me these, and they kind of already picked the color palette for me, so I guess we're doing purples. I have an idea in mind because I don't really want to be basic, so let's see if we can make it shake. Again, I haven't tried these, so I'm really going off faith and vibes. So I have this NC30 concealer from MAC. This formula I actually really love. I've never used it to prep my eyes, but for the sake of an all MAC video, we're just gonna put that on there and blend that in. I do have some MAC brushes, but I don't have enough to do a full face, so ignore the brushes. But this is the Morphe, old Morphe M173. I have some of the new Morphe brushes, just not a lot. So now, because I'm using shadow sticks, I kind of don't want to set with powder. So I'm just gonna go straight in with the stick. This is the shade Black Ice. It's a really purpley shimmer. I think I kind of want to do like a cut crease-ish type of look, so okay. Just gonna drag it out. Ooh, this is really messy. I probably should have. I thought this was gonna be a darker. See what happens when you don't clean. Okay. Let's blend this out before. So I have this shadow brush from BS Cosmetics. I'm just gonna take that in and blend out the top part of that. Okay. It's not giving patchy, but I definitely probably should have done one at a time, so I'm not rushing. And it's definitely a lot more shimmer than I thought it would have. God, I hope I can save this. I probably should have opened. Why didn't I open all of them? Let's do that. Because I feel like that's not even deep enough for what I want to do. For okay, so they all kind of have shimmer. All right, we're gonna go back in with this and try to layer so I can get the effect that I want. Okay, I don't know what I just did, because I really could have just gone in with some MAC bronzer. Okay. I feel like we might need to. Okay. Y'all, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Let's see. I'm panicking right now if you can't tell. Alright, this is... I'm gonna go in with the shade Top It Off and try to see if I can... I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Go in on the front end. I mean, they go on very creamy, and the thing is, what I've noticed whenever I've used eyeshadow sticks is that they actually don't budge too easy. So it's good for people with like hooded eyes. I'm just using that same brush to try to blend something right here. I don't know what I'm doing. They're great for people with hooded eyes, people whose eyes crease easily. I'm not one of those people, but I definitely wanted to see how this would look. And I wish like I know they have more shades, but I wish that purple would have been less shimmery, more like bold. And now I gotta go look and see if they have non-shimmery shades, because the fact that all of these are shimmery is kind of blowing me a little bit. I'm glad we did eyes first, so I can kind of try to tone this down. Okay, we're gonna have to go in with some bronzer. Because one, I think this is a little too cool, and two, I think I went a little overboard. I really didn't. I should have played these earlier. I don't know, me and eyeshadow sticks really just don't mix. Like, I feel like eyeshadow sticks is just, I need more blendability, and I don't feel like they give me that. Okay, so I have this bronzer from MAC. This is the matte light golden, the Skinfinish bronzer, and I'm just gonna take a fluffier brush and try to see if I can diffuse a little bit of this. I know my shadows are kind of cool, but I don't know. If we're doing an all shimmer eye, we're doing an all shimmer eye. We're just gonna go for it. So the good thing about doing eyes first is I can clean up stuff, right? I'm just gonna take some micellar water on a paper towel and kind of clean up right there, because I know what I was trying to do in my head, but honestly, I did not take these out of the pack to look at them, and I feel like that's kind of where I went wrong. So we're just gonna diffuse that wing, that thing I was trying to do, and just make it a nice little shimmer eye. If you ever clean up with micellar water or like makeup wipe, you need to let it dry down, because you don't want that mixing with your makeup. It will cause separation. I'm just gonna take the other end and pat dry that. Okay, and then taking that brush with the bronzer on it, we're just gonna see. It's not bad. It's just not what I would have picked for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew, okay, that kind of set me back a little bit. I'm gonna try the Elevated Max Stack mascara. We all know my natural lashes suck, so I am gonna be putting falsies on, but I definitely always put a mascara on top just to try to help with the application. So let's see. Oh, I like this brush. It's got argan oil and stuff in it. Okay, okay. Let's see if it actually does something for my crazy lashes. Most mascaras don't, but okay. I really do like this brush. It's a little weird, but I feel like okay. Granted, I know I'm probably going to zoom y'all all the way in so y'all can even see a minute difference in my lashes, but okay, I see a little bit of a difference. Granted, my real lashes are probably one of the most terrible lashes on my planet, so I'm not expecting to like suddenly have a lash, but I think that's cute. We're still gonna put on lashes though. All right, I'm adding a little bit more of that purple to the outer corner, the deeper one. I packed it because I felt like I feel like that might be how I have to use it, like just really pack it to get the difference in shades, because it was blending into that other shimmer a little too cute. Okay, so this is a better eye, in my opinion. You see what I did there? That subtle. Okay, so before I put my lashes on, I am gonna put my primer on. This is the MAC Mattifine 12-hour Shine Control Primer. I actually really like this primer. It does do a really great job of keeping me matte throughout the day. As you guys know, I have more of like a combination skin, so I get more oily in my T-zone per se than the rest of my face, but I really do like the way this primer holds up. I'm gonna focus it in my T-zone and then trail it off everywhere else. But it's a really nice primer. I'm gonna let that sit while I do my lashes, because my lashes are not MAC. I'm gonna do them off camera, so I'll be right back. My lashes are on and my eyes already look 10 times better. Like literally sometimes you just need to stop overthinking it and put a lash on and go about your business. I can't find my MAC liner, so we're not going to be using any liner. I am going to set my primer. I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix Loose Powder. This is the shade Light. And I'm just going to take my powder puff and set my T-zone. I'm going to douse my face with the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over just to help melt those powders down. Ooh. It just shot at me. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. So I have used both of these foundations. I have the Studio Radiance in NC45 and the regular Studio Fix in NC47. I think I want to use this today. I already know I absolutely love the Studio Radiance. I've used this MAC one a few times and it has been flawless. I love it definitely in comparison to the old formula. This is 10 times better. Shades are not cohesive across formulas, so make sure you get shade matched. We're just gonna go straight in and I'm gonna buff that in with this random buffing brush. I'm just gonna pat this all over the face. I do like this formula. It's more of a soft matte instead of like a true oil sucking the life out of your face matte. So I do really like how easy it is to blend. I like how it feels. It's very lightweight. If you remember, the old formula felt like paste. Like it literally felt like I was painting my face with like actual paint. This does not feel like that. And it gives pretty great coverage. I'm gonna just reinforce my blend by using a sponge, especially on my T-zone, on my laugh lines, places where I don't want severe creasing or oiliness. I am gonna spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus, the regular one. It's almost out. And then let that be while we go in with my first concealer. I'm gonna be using the Studio Radiance, the same one I use on my eyes, but this shade is NC40, so this one is closer to my skin tone. And I'm just gonna conceal up under my eyes. This concealer is honestly one of my faves. It has skincare in it, so that is always a benefit, especially when you know you're 30 for like the third time. And I feel like the way it blends is just amazing, like amazing. I have this Morphe M36 brush. It's another old Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna use this to pat in my concealer. I'm not really letting this one sit because I am gonna go in with another shade. If you're not new to my channel, you know we go with multiple concealers over here. But this one is more so just to add a little bit of coverage, and it is a tad bit lighter than me, but not like overly. There's some weirdness going on in my forehead. We might have to fix that. But I'm just literally just patting this formula in. It is so creamy. It is so delicious. This is not one of my new products. Like, this is a product we use over here. And it works good with like some of my other foundations and stuff. So I like when I have a product that I can use with multiple other products and not just the products it was quote unquote made with. I mean, like, look at how flawless the side of my face is. You guys saw how easily that blended. It's just a gorgeous concealer. Okay, my forehead is doing some weird separation. I don't know what's going on. But not really liking that. Where's my sponge? I don't know what's going on there, but everywhere else on my face is fine. It's just, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave that to be. I'm gonna take the lighter shade NC30 to highlight. I'm just gonna put that directly up under my eye and let that sit for a little bit, just so I can get a little bit more coverage. This concealer kind of feels more like a serum, I guess just because of all the skincare in it, and I absolutely love. Now, the one thing I forgot to get was like a cream contour, like a cream bronzer. And I want to say I know they have one, or even like just a concealer shade, but I don't. So we're gonna skip that. And I'm just gonna go straight into blush right now. Ooh, where did I put my blush? It was right in front of me. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna be using MAC Strobe Liquid Blush. This is the shade Nightlight. It is a purpley-ish blush. I'm gonna just take that onto the cheeks. I do really like this blush. Pack it on. We are gonna spray my face with the Stay Over again, just so it can help with the lock-in. Alright, under my eyes is still sitting, but I need a brush to blend out this blush. So I have this random Moda brush that I got from TJ Maxx. I'm just gonna pat that blush in and kind of go high up on the cheeks. I like to pull my face up. So we're going a little bit under the eye, but you see how that blends in and it still has that sheen, almost like a blush lighter. But this blush is flawless. Every time I've worn it, I've gotten compliments, so. I do have more shades, but this is probably the one I get the most compliments on, and I just love it. I love it down. Like, look at that. It's so cute. It's so tea. So tea. So tea. Okay. Now we're gonna blend out this concealer. I'm gonna use my powder puff and just pat, pat, pat. Granted, this is not as bright as I would normally go for myself. However, this is what I got, so we're gonna make it work. And just pray it all comes together in the end. It's blending out beautifully, actually. But I mean, it's not bad, right? Like, especially if you suffer with drier under eyes. Oh, the way that concealer feels. Top tier. Okay, so I do not have a super light powder. I did get a few shades of the new MAC Studio Fix powder. I'm so scared to try this. It's not even funny. This is the shade C4.5. So it is lighter, which is, it actually kind of does look like my concealer. So I feel like we'll be able to get away with it. But this is talc free. And there have been a lot of like yays and nays on social media about these powders. I do have some of the older powders, but for the sake of this being new and me trying things, we're gonna try it today. So I'm gonna set my under eyes first with this. And I'm so scared because y'all know I love powder, but I definitely get scared trying nude powder, especially when I have somewhere to be. Just gonna make sure I re-blend out my under eye. I'm gonna take some of that powder. God, please, 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 please. Okay, all right. Ooh, the shade is actually pretty close to my concealer, so. Okay. A few people said it enhanced texture that they didn't even know they had. I see a little bit, but nothing crazy. Like, I feel like you would have to literally be like this close to my face to see that. So I'm actually not mad at it. First impression, I do feel like the comparison between my eyes, it is blurring like a powder should. And really I could only notice that quote unquote texture if I'm like on my face. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay. I was scared, but I'm not anymore. Again, y'all know I would usually go brighter than this, but I actually like this. I'm okay. I think another thing I'm scared of is because this is a talc-free formula, how it's gonna hold up in my T-zone. And I feel like we might need to do like a separate wear test where I just focus on the powder, because I feel like when I try too many new products all at once, I don't know what the issue is. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think? Because I actually don't think it's bad. I actually kind of like it. Okay, I was so nervous. But I actually kind of like it. Okay, so we're gonna take NC45 and set my entire face. Again, this is the new formula. This is my first time trying it. So I am a little scared, but I feel like we got this. So I'm just gonna take, this is powder brush from Fashion Fair. I'm just gonna use that and stamp all over. So usually I would use like my Mineralize Skinfinish powder, but I really wanted to see again like how these powders hold up. Okay, well, it's not emphasizing any texture setting it this way. I feel like maybe using the powder. Oh my god, y'all hear that rain? It is pouring and I left my umbrella at work. Oh my god. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's see, I feel like we should bronze first. So I'm gonna take, this is a Skinfinish in Rich Golden this time. And we're gonna use this to warm up my face because I definitely did not use bronzer today. So we definitely wanna make sure we add some definition back. That piece of hair is about to piss me off. Cause I keep moving it and I thought I tucked. God, this wig honestly be blowing me. Alright. Okay, you see how I just brought that warmth back into the skin because I feel like I was feeling a little too cool, especially with the eyeshadow. But this is tea. And then I'm taking a smaller brush to do my nose and just we're gonna pat, 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 pat up into the brow. Alright, that bronzer did wonders. So now we're gonna bake. I'm taking that Studio Fix Loose powder in Late, and I'm just gonna chisel mainly the sides of my nose first and then trail it off. Full transparency, this is actually the first time I've used this powder. Like I've used it on like other people, but I've actually never used it on myself. And usually I try to, but I don't know, I think I was going through a little broke phase where I had actually not used it on myself, so. Hopefully my love for powders isn't fumbled with this. Because it feels really nice. And when I used it to set my primer, I kind of liked how it went on. You know, it's just, we gonna see, we gonna see. You know what I mean? And so the MAC blush I'm gonna use today is Like Me, Love Me. I thought I had another one, but I can't find it. But this one is also really pretty. I had like a deeper purpley-y one, but I don't know where I put it. But it's okay, because I feel like this will kind of give me a little bit of juxtaposition. Like she's cute. You know, it's not doing too much, just enough. A little to the forehead. Alright, I am gonna add some mascara to my bottom lashes using that same mascara we used earlier while I'm baking. That's nice on the lower lashes. I mean, it was nice on the other ones too, but this is... I had actually wanted to use a black eyeliner in my waterline, but I can't find my glider dye, so here we are. Just gonna do a couple coats of mascara, and that should be okay. Now for lips, I just feel like I should just go in with Chestnut and call it a day. If I can find my Chestnut, so I can call it a day. God, I have. So I have my Chestnut pencil. I promise you, I did set everything out. I don't know what happened, but I tried to be organized this time. And we're just gonna line my lips. You know, I don't really do all the overlining because I do like the shape of my natural lips and stuff. I think I want to go for like a pinkier lip. I don't know why, but we're going in with the matte lipstick in Please Me from MAC. I don't know why I'm saying that, like everything in this video isn't from MAC. Yeah, that's pretty. That's so cute. I have not tried MAC's new lip glosses, the Lipglass Airs. And I got the shade Snobbish. And I think I kind of want to see what that looks like on top of this. I do love MAC's lip products. Like they, ooh. When I like how that feels. Okay. This is pretty. MAC be doing a thing. Because I like the original lip glosses. These, they're not as sticky. But I do feel like I'm getting, I just want to keep putting more. I love that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, I think we're done baking. So I'm gonna take my sponge and just press this powder in. And I do feel like it added a nice amount of brightness. It blurred. I'm not getting any patchiness, so that's great. The one thing I cannot stand is patchiness. Now I'm debating, so I have a little bit of concealer that got into my inner corner, and I was debating putting a white shimmer there because I did get like a white-ish stick, or if that was going to be too much. But I feel like we here now, so we might as well. This is called Gold Stud. Oh, is it gold? But I love a white in the inner corner. It says Gold Stud, but that gives me white shimmer. Nope. So we're just gonna, pray for me y'all. I'm just gonna pop this. Oh. Okay, it comes off gold. All right. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I guess it did say it in the name, but it don't look gold, so okay. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I just need a little brush to blend it out a little bit. So I got this Morphe M321, and I'm just gonna try and blend it just a tad bit so it's not so concentrated right there. But that's pretty. I wish I would have known it was like actual gold. It looked white, but I kind of like, you see how the light's hitting it? Kind of like that. Okay, we're pretty much done. Oh, should I was gonna put on some highlighter, gold deposit. Y'all know I love that, but I think I'm liking how my face is looking, so we're not gonna mess with it. When things look good, leave it alone. So I'm gonna go first with the regular Fix Plus just to melt. Especially since we did use all those powders. And I must say, I actually kind of like them. Just off of first impressions alone, my face does look snatched and great. So, all right, and then to finish up the look, we're going in with the Stay Over by MAC. I just dropped the lid. This is my baby. This is probably one of my favorite setting sprays. Very long lasting. I wore this in the DR with that trip with Christabel. Loved my face the entire time. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up my hair and stuff, and then I'll be right back with final thoughts and all that good stuff. All right, you guys, so that completes my little MAC face. I must say, so far I am impressed with the powders. They've been on for a little while, and my face still looks pretty airbrushed. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but you know when I like, after I put my setting powder on, I always go over my whole face, so the little texture that I was seeing kind of went away, and I don't know if it went away with that or with me spraying my face, but either way, I'm very happy with the final result. Shadow sticks! Them things stressed me, but everything else I used was pretty nice. I gotta play around with the shadow sticks a little bit more. I typically don't use a lot of them, so yeah, if anybody has any tips or pointers on that, yeah. Everything else, chef's kiss. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If there's anything else you guys would like to see from me, please make me know. As always, everything I used on my face, even though I said it, is also going to be in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for always supporting me, watching, and you know, showing your girl some love. So thank you, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, I know I didn't say I was going to do this, but I decided to get in here and do this. So I'm gonna look my phone. I figured I'd give y'all a MAC wear test because I definitely tried these powders and everything again was MAC on my face, but it is now 10:34 and it was about 12:30 when I finished my makeup. Yeah, it was about 12:30 because I got to work around 1:30. So about 12:30 when I finished my makeup, and this is how my face is looking. I haven't touched up anything. Not even my lips, maybe because I took my lip gloss to work and I lost it. But I am actually not mad at this. I am a little oily in my nose. I usually do kind of get like a little radiant, but it's not bad. Like, I'm not seeing any separation. It held up around the rest of my face. It's mainly just my T-zone, but like from 12:30 to 10:30, how many hours is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like 10 hours? Yeah, that's 10 hours. Alright. I think I'm gonna keep these powders. Okay. Bye, y'all. Back to regular schedule programming.